Stand in the middle of any crowded gym. Look around. What do you see in front of you? You see thousands of people who have been stuck in the same place for years, not moving a single step forward in their development. They live trapped in their own illusions, blindly believing that external attributes will help them reach greatness. They buy the most expensive supplements they don't need, frantically change their training programs every week, hoping to find a magic pill, and obsessively track every gram of protein they eat. But in the end, they inevitably lose. Why does this happen? The answer is right in front of you, but most are too afraid to admit it. They lose because they train only their bodies, completely forgetting the most important foundation of success, their mental architecture. Being average is damn comfortable for the human mind. It means always having a ready list of excuses, skipping workout days when you're not in the mood, and giving up at the first sign of physical or mental discomfort. Being average means blending into the gray mass and letting circumstances dictate the terms of your life. But the elite think in completely different categories. The elite never train only when they feel inspired or in the right mood. The elite train because it is their fundamental nature, their only way of existing in this world. An average person looks for ways to avoid the load. A master looks for ways to intensify it. As long as you remain in your comfort zone, you stagnate. Your growth begins the exact moment your excuses end. Most people are accustomed to blaming their stagnation on bad genetics, lack of time, lack of money, or incompetent trainers. But the truth is that all these factors are secondary. Your main problem is your level of ambition and your inability to withstand pressure. You want the result, but you don't want to pay the price it demands. It's time to admit it. Your current status is the result of your decisions, not the confluence of external circumstances. If you are not ready to radically rethink your approach to reality, you will remain forever in that same gray mass you currently look down upon.
Forget the word motivation forever. It is a cheap drug for the weak-willed that gives a short-lived burst of emotion but leaves you with nothing once the euphoria fades. Are you waiting for inspiration to go to the gym, read a book, or make an important call? That is your main enemy, slowly killing your potential. Motivation works for 2 days. Discipline works for decades. Motivation is external. It comes and goes depending on your mood, the weather, or the number of likes on social media. Discipline is internal spine that remains unchanged when the whole world around you is collapsing. When you finally learn to do what you desperately hate with the same ultimate quality as what you genuinely love, only then will you start to grow. This is the real secret of success that every self-help coach hides from you. Technically, discipline is the ability to ignore your fleeting desires for the sake of achieving long-term strategic goals. It is the ability to get up at 5 a.m. when you want to sleep and finish your task, even if no one is watching and no one is praising you. In the gym, you aren't just building biceps or pecs. You are forging the character you will carry over into business, complex relationships, and every aspect of your reality. The gym is just a testing ground where you test your limits. If you can't force yourself to finish a heavy set when you don't feel like it, how do you expect to build an empire or achieve global goals in real life? Do you think life will become easier when you achieve success? No, it will become more difficult. And only discipline will give you the necessary reserve of strength not to break under that colossal pressure. Many think discipline is a prison. In reality, discipline is the highest form of freedom. It is freedom from your weaknesses, from your fears, and from your laziness. Only a disciplined person has mastery over themselves. Everything else is an illusion of control. Stop looking for motivational videos. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop hoping for a miracle.
Start working through the I don't want to, through the pain, through the apathy. Your actions define your personality, not your thoughts. I am not going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, or write enthusiastic comments. I don't need your validation. I'm not here to gather an audience of perpetual observers. I am here to separate those capable of action from those who simply consume content, lazily absorbing information in an attempt to feel a false sense of satisfaction. I want you to take one concrete action today, right now, without waiting a single second. Find what you have been shamelessly putting off for a week, a month, or even a year. It doesn't have to be a workout. It can be anything that genuinely scares you in life. Take that step today. Most people watching this video will close the browser tab in 5 minutes and safely forget everything they heard here. They will return to their routine, their gray monotony, and their comfortable excuses. Don't be like the majority. Be that rare exception capable of taking responsibility for your own destiny. Become someone who acts rather than someone who only plans. Your progress is measured not by the number of videos watched, but by the number of difficult decisions made. Your entire life is the sum of your actions, not your dreams. If you are ready to admit that until this moment you were just simulating activity, today is the moment of truth. You either accept this challenge and change, or you stay exactly where you were. The road to the elite is paved not with roses, but with deprivation, rejection of comfort, and a constant struggle with oneself. There is no room here for the weak, the lazy, or those who constantly seek external support. You are alone in this game. You are the sole architect of your reality. Meet me at the top if you don't break along the way, because the road there is open only to those who are not afraid to face their fears and act despite everything. Now is the best time to stop being average. The time has come. Take the first step and don't look back. Only the result matters. Only action confirms your intentions. No more words, only harsh reality.